The city of Columbus is trying to remedy a ransomware attack that's left data compromised. In July, Mayor Andrew Ginther admitted hackers accessed potentially personal information, but also said the city stopped the attack before they could lock down the city's systems.
However, it's been weeks, still no answers from the city on exactly what was taken. But following a threat from a ransomware group to leak the data if it did not sell, a new deadline is now in place for that auction. It's left the city racing against the clock.
NBC4 Investigates Isabel Cleary took a look at the dark web auction site and shows us what this group Reseda is claiming to have. Isabel?
Gary Colleen, a cybersecurity expert, showed me Reseda's site and what they're promising buyers. Pictures show a list of folders, including a glimpse of traffic cameras. More worrisome, though, files labeled employee social security numbers. The asking price is just under $2 million. All city departments are directing us back to the mayor's office when we ask for an interview. We did not get an interview today. They still have not confirmed Reseda was involved or what data exactly was taken. Reseda is claiming to have 6.5 terabytes of data, and when the auction deadline ran out this morning, they began to upload it. All of a sudden, that stopped. The link for the data never worked, and instead, Reseda restarted its auction. A cybersecurity expert showed me the site and what else is listed. Other organizations that have been hacked are on there with Columbus. Other victims had their data sold, while others had it publicly leaked. I wanted to know why Reseda changed its mind on leaking Columbus's data. That expert says this could mean the group does have valuable data and a good chance of selling it. In some cases, organizations that are hacked pay for their data back, but the expert I spoke with says that's not usually a good idea.
The general suggestion now is to never negotiate with threat actors, never pay a ransom. We know that it happens, though, and businesses do that because that's the easy way out. That's the way to get back in business quickly, especially if they're not prepared beforehand for something like this.
He had some advice for city employees or even residents with city accounts. Change your password immediately and set up two-factor authentication. Now, we reported last week that at least a dozen Columbus police officers had their bank accounts compromised. While the city did not confirm this was connected, right after our story aired, they announced credit monitoring services for employees. However, we are told enrollment instructions are expected by mail today, weeks after the hack. And Colleen, you're hearing the wait has some people worried.
I'm also hearing a lot of them did not get through the mail anything today from the city. City employees I've talked to say they are frustrated because they believe they're being kept in the dark about all of this. They want to know how much of their personal data is at risk and how likely it is that all of it will be exposed. I've talked to people who work at City Hall, within the administration, at the municipal court, at Parks and Recs, and within the police department, and they all tell me there is little to no communication about the cyber attack. One employee told me he understands the city is dealing with cyber terrorists and difficult software analysis, but after 3 weeks, there should be more information about what files and what data are potentially exposed. So obviously, if it's, payroll information, social security numbers, they're all worried about it.
And this can happen to any organization. So take us back a second and let's talk about this dark web. You spent some time on it. What does it look like? I mean, this is kind of scary stuff.
Yes, it's definitely dangerous. And I want to clarify that a cybersecurity expert did help me through this. And it is dangerous in the fact where if you don't have the right security things in place, if you don't know what you're doing, one expert I talked with described it like a portal. You can go through and then bad actors can follow you back. So he helped me through this, but once we were there, it really looked like your stereotypical search engine and like a shopping website on Reseda's website.
Yeah, it's really scary stuff, and we're going to keep, I know you're going to keep following this, and we're going to try to get more information for those city employees.
Definitely.
Sure. Thank you so much. We know many of you want to know how you can avoid becoming a victim. Well, the FBI says the best way is to be a cautious computer user. Keep operating system and software up to date. And
run regular antivirus scans as well. Back up data regularly. Create a continuity plan in case your business or your organization is the victim of a ransomware attack.